you'll find in the sport PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Nationals have a chance at completing a rare four-game series sweep. First pitch is coming up. Brooke Reyes gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low twos, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Zach?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than 250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Robert Leone. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. With swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Into the box now, number 1. He readies for his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no. Leading off the inning, Andres Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here. 0-1 the count. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
You might start to call these guys the road warriors. It's hard to win on the road, and with the win today, they would complete a sweep of a 4-game set on the road.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Medeiros comes up with it. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Sean Castaneda. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Tuttle ranging into shallow right. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Leading off the inning, Carlos Trejo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 away in the inning, and with that, we'll get a look at where the Nationals sit entering play in the National League East race. set to get his day started, Francesco Trejo. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Count is 1-2 now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Brooke Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Brooke Reyes. 2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday. Striding into the box, number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals lead 1. But they lead it 3-0. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Beltre in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, Robert Leon. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Lifted down the line in left. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Stepping in now, Andres Marte. No balls and a strike to count. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Leon is off at first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pirates lead 1. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in now, Justin Doms. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Now at the plate, Sean Castaneda. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing, high drive, left field, and deep. Harrison going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Into the box, Carlos Trejo. And he fouls this one off. into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Way in front of that fastball. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Count remains at 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. The first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. At the plate, Francesco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Aiken has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on. Into the box now, number 1, getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Hits this one hard the other way, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Murray Meyer is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Meyer can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitcher's hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So striding in, Nathan Conforti, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Aiken is there, 2 down. Now at the plate, Damon Rodecker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down here 5-1. Leading off the inning, Robert Leone, and they'll need him to get something going here. And that misses for ball 1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Harrison sprinting after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. So here's the cleanup hitter, Andres Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and we're seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Now it's 0-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Aiken has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Stepping in, number 1, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. He's set, here it comes. This is on the ground over the first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Popped up. Rodick is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And in the inning for the Nationals. Ready for another chance? Sean Castaneda. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead this guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty D, Yogi Berra had a great saying, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
The 1-2. Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. Still 1-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. 2 cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
In now, Carlos Trejo. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in, Francesco Trejo. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail 6-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Scott Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Nathan Conforti as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man. And it's fouled away. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Damon Rodick as he puts it on the ground to third. Madero Loves it. Throw on to first is going to be in time. And the Nationals go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
6-1, the final tally today. Washington took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Number 1 wins his 3rd of the season, turning in a very strong, complete game effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Number 1 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
So stepping in, Doug Dykes. And we are set for baseball here this evening. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by once, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-ball. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Walter Kwan, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit out towards second. To his left, Holder. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. And now. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Vernon Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he fouls this one off. Heading out towards shallow right. Aiken has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Howard Sewell. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Right over the middle, knee high. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1 and 2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
You froze him on the fastball there. Howard Sewell goes down for out number 2 in the top half. fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. At the plate, Kevin Greenberg took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Aiken moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. First offering on its way. On the ground. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. The pitcher, Richie Velasquez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Into the box, number 1. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. Sanchez is there, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Next for the Dodgers, Doug Dice. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Coming to the plate now, Kiki Hutton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a high strike there, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is on his horse. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now to the plate, Walter Kwan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High pop-up. Beltre is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. At the plate, number 1 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Workman rounds third and is digging for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On to the top of it. Now in the box, Vernon Sanchez. He flew out in his last at bat. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. In now, Howard Sewell. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Fouled off. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Moving under at Harrison. 1 out. Stepping into the box, Kevin Greenberg. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Sewell leads off second with 1 gun in the inning. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Ken Bromberg. No balls and a strike to count. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Richie Velasquez. Popped him up. Tolbert ranging into shallow right. He's there and records the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Doug Dykes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. This is skied into short left center. Harrison comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I know you're standing on the mound, you got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2-hole batter up at the plate.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in, number 1, hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. This is flared out towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Victor Robles digging in now. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Digging in, Michael Tolbert. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Softly hit toward the hole. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Walter Kwan. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 0-1 to count. This one is launched. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Behind 0-2 now. Wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty B, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters aren't point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Got it.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Stepping up now, Kevin Greenberg. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And that's in there for strike one. And that one just missed outside. Fastball called strike 1 and 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Row. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground. You're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 2 runs come across. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number 1, looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Hit back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, have a day right here. 3rd knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in the 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Robles. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. And a fastball blew it right by him. They're 2 down.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
So coming to the plate, Michael Pulver.
Second baseman, Michael Golden.
Skied into straightaway right. Sanchez there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Bob Howry is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 46, Bob Howard.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location. And it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point. And what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The next 0-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Ready for another shot now. Kiki Hutton. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
this year against right-handed pitching. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. William Hara comes on from the pen.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
8-3 tonight. Washington jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Number 1 with his 4th win this season. He turns in 8 strong innings of work. Houston, Fedor was hit hard to the tune of 7 earns. He takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Blitzak, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.